Congratulations, this is your first animated film that you've directed. Tell me why you chose this as your first feature.
There was something about it that just grabbed hold, and I think it was the idea that, you know, when you're young, you really believe that these are real people who are kind of having an effect on your life, and the emotional connection you have with them is like really powerful, and some of that stays with you all your life. So that really intrigued me.
Who would you say was your favorite character growing up?
I'm gonna go with Santa. I mean, I never pictured him with tattoos, which is what's great about this movie, but I always loved my Santa.
Tell me what kind of Santa he is. He doesn't seem like a jolly old Santa that we're all used to seeing.
Well, the movie has a real action component to it, so I don't think that the old model of Santa would have worked in this movie. You know, they had to kind of put an edge on all the characters.
Why does he have a Russian accent?
Well, when they showed me the earliest drawings of the film before you start doing the voice work, they showed me, and Santa had a big operation up in some snowy mountaintop somewhere, so we decided that if that's not Telluride, Colorado, with a lot of people skiing around, then it's probably some Siberian outpost somewhere, so we went with that accent.
Are you a believer in the Tooth Fairy? Growing up, were you a believer?
I haven't been for about 30 years, but it was just a thrill to play such an iconic character that everybody in the whole world knows. And this particular version of Tooth, she's so mystical and magical and dainty.
Your character says that teeth hold some of the fondest or most important memories for children. Why is that?
Being a child is such a special time. You could just do one simple thing for hours, whether it's roll a ball around or color in, and then you become a grown up and you get more complicated, and you know you want more things, and what's sweet about the the teeth holding the memories is it just reminds us of the simplicity of childhood.
Were you involved in the story, in the script at all?
Oh yeah. When I came on 3 years ago and we launched our version, this version of the movie.
Would you say it's like the Avengers of children's heroes, superheroes?
You could definitely say that. Even though the funny thing is, we started working on this movie probably like almost 3 years before they came out. So by the time Avengers came out, we were kind of like, hey, we got the first superheroes. We were here first.
Right behind.
Yeah.
How would you say the process is different in directing a live-action film as opposed to an animated film?
In an animated film, you're creating everything you see on screen from the ground up. Because there's no sets or anything like that, my job is to kind of be the guide for the actors and paint the picture for them to put them in that place in the scene.
Is it a little bit more challenging than acting in front of the camera?
It's easier in the sense that you don't have to be in hair and makeup. You can try things a million times. They delete the ones they don't like straight away. But then it is more difficult because you don't have that humanity infused there from acting opposite a person.
Both you and your husband, Sasha, are hilarious. Do you guys come up with your own characters for your kids?
We all do different voices in our house and play around. I think the kids, though, come up with the most interesting voices.
To me, these movies, when they work well, what's great is you reach a whole other audience. I think it's really very beautiful. I think they did a beautiful job.
Yeah, it makes me a believer again. Are you a believer of Santa?
Well, I think that the spirit of the holidays in which we do get back to that whole idea of it's better to give than to receive.
Would you say you're on his naughty or nice list?
I think I'm at the stage of my life now where I'm the nicest I've ever been. I'm at the absolute height of my niceness.
Do you think that there's any chance that kids may be a little spooked by the boogeyman?
It's important to be able to, look fear in the face and try to deal with it because it happens in our real lives all the time. I think every kid feels fear or wonders how to deal with fear, and in our movie, we show them a way and the possibility of doing that.
Is there still a little part of you, maybe, that believes in them?
The more deeply you think about, what they are and how it felt when you were a kid, and something of their essence is real, and it's obviously something that people want to hold on to and cherish. So in that way, they're very real.